I think they've got to fix that. Another one we haven't really Eichenwald.
We haven't seen very much Eigenwald. We have seen a little bit of Blizzard World.
Yep.
Another map that I do enjoy. I think that's just a fun.
And no Havana yet either.
No Havana. Oh, so you wanted to mention something during the break?
Oh, no, just talking about the Becker Esports. We were going to highlight that, but the game had started, and just kind of looking into that during the break about how big their program was, and Shifty, a Tinder's coach, and pretty impressed from Murray State to come out and take the early lead on a team that has this kind of resource.
Becker also being a school that actually has an esports academic program, which is a fairly new thing for colleges to get into. Me personally, I don't really know if I support that in general. I definitely support more education about esports, but getting a degree specifically in esports may be
because esports management.
Esports management, yeah, but I mean, in my mind, sports management in general could cover all esports, regular sports. Oh my gosh. We have another game crash, but luckily the match hasn't stopped, and we will get back in really quick. Since we only have team spectate anyway, it won't.
Also, I believe had that Path to Pro scholarship for Apex Legend.
Yes,
Apex Legend.
Path to Pro scholarships. Now that's really interesting.
All right, let's see if we can get back in the game here. Hope that's his spectate. All right, sweet. All right, just in the nick of time. Right as gates have opened. Free State doing the split hold here. They've got the Bastion. Bonsai on the Bastion. Raining down the fire from the top point. Chief gets frozen. He's trying to use that shield to protect, and that ice wall making it much harder for Becker to take out Bonsai. Aziz gets double now. And oh my goodness, Murray State racking up the kills. Early team kill.
Team kill, and they didn't even need a blizzard that time. So Dairy Queen is in the clear. I think Becker's trying to be an aggressive team.
Yes.
Without that confidence yet, without that level of skill that they need to quite pull off the aggressive nature.
And just not, I would say, as good of a coordination as we saw earlier with Ashland. Where everything they did was on point. And there they come. Nobody from Murray State really saw that coming. The bottom push. They're once again just trying to focus fire on that Bastion, but almost to the detriment of everything happening behind them, because Murray State is just able to come in and pinch them, the two sides, but nobody's falling yet. Lots of damage and heals coming in. Curran and LePain getting some early benefit, some early value. Flabfilth has made his way up top. Got his ult, but he's not going to use it here most likely, as he needs to stay alive. Have any hope of taking this for first point? Is he going to use his ult here? May need to put it down just to stay on the point. Got a shield, and he's not going to use it. Switch to the Moira now, and he's Flabfilth just trying to stay alive as well, and now he's going to retreat. Bonsai's going to fall. Murray State's going to give up this cart.
Yeah, I think they should have pulled back at that point. Going in with Bonsai on a little bit reckless, but you give up A, and it's not that big a deal.
See, the Chief is about to get Gravitic Flux. Got Supercharger, and we've got Flabfilth's damage barrier as well.
Damage Matrix, I believe it's called? Something like that?
I've been trying to make myself say Supercharger today instead of bongos.
Oh yeah, you know, like I don't know. I think people like hearing bongos.
We hear a blizzard coming in for like Murray State. Anher is going to the ice block to heal. Doesn't really seem to get anybody on that blizzard, unfortunately. Bonsai needs to make something happen here. Gravitic Flux is going to make him come down on top of that ice wall. He falls to May. Aziz takes out Xavius. Flabfilth backing up, just trying to lob in those healing grenades to keep Aziz alive.
Aziz is split up. There, oh.
Gotta get out.
Got stuck. And yeah, cleaned up again.
Near miss on the rock. Gonna retreat. After an impressive first team kill, Murray State has had some issues.
We must halt the payload.
Out.
The power of destruction.
So they'll probably fight here one last time and then give up the point.
4.32 meters. Reaper's ult going off. They need to take out Xavius. He's able to get Anher. Boat takes out Firebird on the May, and Slurp takes out Aziz. There's tons of trades coming in, but Becker is just pushing forward relentlessly. Quote's not even going to be able to get away, and this is trouble for Murray State. This last little point, if they can get out of this underpass, it's much easier for the pushing team.
Yeah, they've got one choke point left to them, and then it's really a fight for time for Murray State at that point.
The Hulk coming in above the shields, but Becker Sigma able to put a shield up as well to prevent any fire coming in to hurt his team. Ice wall from Anher, just try and keep the team separated for a minute. Gravitic Flux gonna slam down the Becker players. Bolts coming in galore, abilities coming in galore. Murray State, can they come out on top of this team fight? Anher getting the pick on the Lucio. Now May is falling.
Moira goes down. They're down to support.
So much is happening right now. Murray State, I think, is going to come out on top, though.
Yeah, Murray State takes that team fight. May left, May goes down.
Every time you switch, there's an ice wall getting in the way.
I know. There's ice walls on ice walls on ice walls. We got Overwatch on ice.
Despair has its own. Despair has its own. Despair has its own. Despair has its own cows.
Maybe Overwatch should work out a promotional deal with Disney and get a Frozen skin there for May. We can all
This
build a
isn't
snowman
Fortnite
now.
Just trying to focus a little bit of fire up top. I feel like they've understood that they're going up there, and oh, Becker coming out, swinging here with the Gravitic Flux. Sigma just flying out. Mortality Field's trying to make sure Murray State doesn't get eliminated, and just a quick little kill on Anher there from Firebird. The Bonsai's going to try and come in and clean them up. He's not able to. That's too many people for one. Hey, guys, he's going to have to back up. He's going to fade away.
I think he was hoping to maybe get his ult charge really quick and then just...
Yeah.
Oh, and they corner him.
Comes Becker. Halting above the shield. Can Murray State take any value from that? Not a whole lot. A little bit of damage. Quickly healed up from Becker. They're so close. Point. They're going to try and hold it here. Becker can see the line. They can see the goal. They're right here. Immortality Field is right there on the point. Murray State still falling, though, and Xavius just takes out Flopville's Immortality Field and cleans up, and that's going to do it. Round one, I think.
Oh, I hear Hammond, but it's, again, too little too late. Both teams trying to pull out the Hammond play at the last just to get a little overtime chance at catching it, and then slow.
Props to Becker for staying alive when they came out of that bottom side. When they got pinched by Murray State, I thought it was over.
I did too. I really did. And that first team kill, they looked a little uncoordinated, and Murray State looked, top notch, like we're used to seeing. And then it sort of, there was a trickle effect. Murray State kind of kept going in after team fights with one or two people instead of resetting as often as they probably should have, not having their whole team ready exactly when it needed to be ready.
A lot of staggering. What do you think Becker is going to do here? You think they're going to do Bastion as well? I have a feeling.
I expect it. It's the play you should make. A lot of people, when you're in solo queue, they say, oh, you can't play Bastion. That's lame. No one likes that. But it works. And when you're in a competitive sense like this, you've got to do what works. You can't... If you're good enough, you can deviate from the norm.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to say that Becker or Murray State aren't good enough, but they also know their own limitations, and they know what to play.
Yeah, well, there's a reason top players in the world most of the time are playing the same characters. Unless you're one of those elite of the elite, you're not really going to be able to do something full.
Right, exactly. And it, you mentioned the pro players. You see them and their meta, and you go, well, that's boring. It is, boring sometimes. He's gotten really good at that, by the way.
We're about to see something special here, I hope. Anher on the Tracer. Now, we said nothing crazy was going to happen here, but I saw an Ashe. Xavius on the Ashe.
Yep.
And Anher on Aziz. Wow, Anher on Aziz. Wow, Anher on Tracer. Hello. And the Chief.
There's a Mercy Bastion, Baptiste. Yep.
Yeah, basically their strategy is going to be the same. They're going to try and focus that Bastion. And I don't know if the Monkey's going to really work there. They might be able to. They might be able to dive in and try and take him out. He's his D-Mac'd. Playing Diva. He can get back in now. He's going to wait until the last second. The pain is weak. They can take him out. Oh my goodness. Murray State is making this strategy work. And her taking down El Pain, and they're just going to shoot that shield for fun.
I believe they specifically picked the Winston to go up against the Bastion.
Yeah.
With the bubble shield and his lightning gun, being able to just pump damage into him, it makes the healers run off. And helps counter that strategy. And it's usually, this is somewhat the build you use to counter the Bastion strategy.
I see a switch. Brilliant play from Murray State. I didn't think it was going to work. Sure enough, and the emotes are going to get in the way of Quote. He's going to be careful of that. That is not what you want to see from Murray State. A little unprofessional. You've got to be ready for when the team charges around that corner.
And I mean, now Murray State's down 4 people.
If I'm Cole right now, I'm screaming at Quote.
We must all make sacrifices.
Everyone loves emotes, but you got to save them for the right time.
And her on the Tracer. I've been excited to see this. He's been really lighting it up online. Now Lucio gonna fall to his ease. Throws the bomb, but gets nobody. Quote's trying to make up for the emote. He's dancing all around, keeping the team alive with his heals, beating them up at the right time. Bonsai and her teaming up to take him down. And oh my goodness, Murray State again lighting up the kill feed.
That'll move the chains.
Hello there.
Pushing up way for time. I'm not gonna let him live that down.
Not gonna let him live that down. I'm pretty sure at this point, Cole, the chief, is definitely talking to Quote and saying, "Listen, they banned emotes in competitive play until 1993 because of that specific thing."
Yeah, you remember the time several people got injured. It wasn't a good time. Pain taking out Chief. One shield down from Murray State, now the second down. They've got to be careful. They've got nothing to prevent the damage coming in. Murray State needs to back up here. Bonsai says, screw it, I'm going to go in, and Ryan takes somebody out and falls to Lucy.
Hello.
Those risky plays, or if he can go in and get a pick, it might be worth it.
Not quite sure what Honor is doing. I like
Waiting
it.
for the bomb. Oh, now they know he's there. They're going to really focus their fire. No, they're not worried about it right now.
Yeah, they're really not paying attention, and he's at ult.
Gonna build that
There's
up.
the
Oh, here comes the
blizzard.
blizzard. Is he going to bring in the bomb at the same time?
Is he
No, he's gonna
close?
stay on the
No,
point.
he's just going to stay on the point. He's going to let the rest of Murray State handle Becker, and he's just going to move the point.
He's got a back cap going. He might actually make
This
it.
is a brilliant play by
Oh, here
Murray
comes
State.
Lucio. He's gonna have
Lucio's
to get out of
there. He dips out. Very clever.
Cheeky little play.
I think if that team fight had went a little bit better, we didn't show up, sadly. We were kind of curious what would happen with Tracer. The team fight did not probably swing Murray State favor
Yeah.
to the level that they were hoping.
If they could have stayed alive a little bit longer, but
Just
then
a
of
few
course,
seconds.
5 or 6, hard to stay alive when you've got one person.
It
out.
really is, yeah.
Get down to 29 health. He's getting healed back up quickly. Healing. Die. Taking out 2. Xavius. Slurp finishing up Bonsai. Perfect name from Moira. That health sucking ability. He saved that bomb so far.
I don't think he's been involved in any of the more recent fights, to be perfectly honest. I'm pretty sure he's just staying up there, waiting for them to wander by.
Again, gonna go for this back cap. Maybe the bomb. Did he land it? Did he stick it? Oh, ice block preventing that from killing anybody. You gotta stick somebody other than the May. I think he was going for the Orisa, but missed. Trying to take out the Moira. She's doing Coalescence, and in her falls. Might be a time to switch.
Yep, he was more than likely saving up just to use that bomb, and then he's going to probably rotate off. Yep.
Nothing wrong with it if you can get value. I think if that bomb had made its way to the Orisa, it's over.
Absolutely, yeah. A minute 41 left to go for them to at least get to this checkpoint, but they need to go the whole way.
Yeah. Make it. I mean, they have to make it all the way.
Yep.
Or, I mean, hey, the advantage is if Becker takes it here, we got another Murray map 3 on our hands, maybe.
That's true.
Pushing forward, right hand side of that bus, and her falling early. Now Becker is on the right side of every team fight, coming away early. Murray State, minute 14 left. If they don't want this to go to a map 3, gonna have to make it all the way. Then they're gonna have to play the distance game.
Yep.
And we can say their backs are against the wall right now. This is gonna be a tough one. 60 seconds remaining. And her teleporting up top. He's at 36% on his ult.
Already saw him, though.
Wait for his team. Drop down on top. Becker has pushed that cart back so far after the efforts of Anher, but Bonsai taking out Chlor. Ice block is being used early, so they know that that ability is down. May is about to fall. They need to take her out. She's down. Davius takes out Bonsai, but the damage is done. Murray State is going to be able to push this on to the second point, I think.
They should have enough. Oh, they've got a Lucio
they've got
there.
The Lucio still alive.
There, they take him
There we
down.
go.
That is definitely going to get them the checkpoint.
I doubt Becker's going to switch to some speedy characters just to waste this team.
Yeah, there's no reason to switch over to Hammond yet.
And at 40 now, not a huge time bank, but Murray State's going to be aggressive. The Racers are going to come up and going to back up now after team getting separated. And poor Aziz.
Poor Aziz.
Left alone. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I can hear Aziz now. Where were you guys?
Skating away. Oh, he's not skating today, quote. He's going to need to going to have to be decisive. Their ults at the right time. They've got Gravitic Flux, and they're close to a Blizzard.
They may kind of look for a skirmish here to help build a little bit more of an ult charge before they make a legitimate push.
Surprised Becker wasn't holding up higher up the point, but oh, dueling ice walls now. Now who's separated? Uh-oh.
Oh.
3 down from Murray State, and this is not good.
That was a lot of ults popped by Becker, though. Gravitic Flux and Supercharger both popped on the side of Becker Blue.
It has 4. Is it going to be enough to support here? If they can get from out
38
of this underpass,
seconds.
they can make it. Enough time. That distance isn't that far, but they got to get out of this underpass.
The problem is, even if they get a team kill right here, there will still be another fight.
Oh yeah,
to go.
At least one. I mean, well, then they're going to just filter out of that point, out of the spawn. They going for the cheeky little jump down from up top, but Becker's read it. Here comes a Blizzard. Murray State, it's now or never. Lucio's going to fall. Chlor takes out Anher. He's going to try and stay alive. He's shooting at... Now he's changed his focus over to the Moira. They need to take out that support. That's a good call. Bonsai takes out Chlor. So now Murray State can stabilize and push out of this, but now it's overtime.
There's a team kill. They've got to stay on that point. Make sure 3 people are pushing it so it is moving as fast as possible. They have to get this in. The problem is, like I said, Becker's already going to be up again. They have enough time.
Taking that point there. Becker's going to wait.
He does have ult.
Oh, they came out of the side. They weren't expecting it on the right-hand side. Icewall is going to try and separate, but there's so many ways around it. Reaper's ult being popped off, and now it's a huge fight coming in. Elpain takes out Aziz. There's another Reaper ult. Is Bonsai going to find anybody? No. 2 wasted Reaper ults. Bonsai is able to take out Slurp. Murray State so far coming out with the advantage. Anher is able to stay alive. Excellent healing from Murray State. Icewall to keep Becker back, but Gravitic Flux avoided by Flopfield. Excellent timing on the fade. Needs to take out the Moira Ice Block. Oh my goodness. Ice Block for that mate. Able to take out the Moira, and now Lucio falling. Becker wins map 2.
Becker wins map 2. It's 1-1. We are going to Murray map 3.
Map 3.
We're very familiar with this situation.
Been prepared. The hashtags are ready. Hey, the Chief. There we go. Play the game for him now. We get some of that music. There's where we saw that original ice block separating half the team. Almost worked out a second time. Sextuple kill for the Chief. Murray State Racers. Their 3rd ever map 3, I think. Against competition. Becker. Once again, Becker having a pretty great esports org with a coach who's been in the Overwatch contenders, basically like the minor league of professional Overwatch.